Wow. Hello. Do you hear me? Is everything okay? Just want to check if someone can tell me in the chat. Okay, good. Okay, no, good because I was having we were having some gremlins today. So, but finally we managed to solve all of them. So here we are, and yeah, very happy after we solve all of them, and very happy to see all the representatives for the projects who passed the ceremony. I already said last Friday that for me this is a celebration moment. I see this as a party. I think it's a moment to celebrate all the job that you have done, and yes, apart from that, I would just wanted to say thanks to all of you to your contributions to the projects that you submitted, and yeah, I can only say thanks. Now, thinking of the agenda, especially for the ones who are following us on YouTube, we will give the floor to Thomas and Josh to give a few words about the sorry, I was. Am I back? Okay, sorry for that. I don't know at what time you lost me, but I was just saying that as part of the agenda, after Thomas and Joe speaking, we will give the floor also to the mentors to know their impressions as well, and then we will give the floor to you, to the selected projects, to introduce quickly yourself, to show what you have done, and after that is when it will come the awards, the awards that will be given by Joss. And then that's it. We will and then we will close the event. I have to admit I'm a bit distracted because all the time I'm checking my connection. Apologies for that, but I hope that you could follow what I was saying. But without further ado, Thomas, thanks for joining us, and I hope
I haven't heard what you're hoping for.
that your
Okay, I got that now. I hope also that my
connection is better
connection.
mine.
Okay, thanks, Miguel. I hope my connection is stable enough. And let me just say very briefly, welcome to the ceremony. And I'm absolutely delighted to come to these events. And the hackathons, for me, are, I really think, very close to my heart. And I'm really proud of the commission. You may have seen from the teaser, so proud that I can't stop getting our European flag in order all the time. That we actually, as a public administration, setting out the bounties here for the hackathons. And I think that's a very good use of the European taxpayers' money that we put out. And particularly the topic of this hackathon and Nextcloud, I don't need to tell you how important that is going forward in a world where we have hopefully many more cloud providers than we have nowadays. And believe me, this is one of the big objectives that we as the Commission have to have some proper balance on that market going forward. And what will create that balance? It's open source. It's actually portability. And we see more and more, particularly on the Nextcloud, users popping up, particularly in the public sector, which for us, again, we don't need to look too far eastwards to understand how prevalent the importance for us is, particularly as the public administration in the free world, to really stay on top of the software and really know what our software is doing and really be in control of how we are processing and how we are actually dealing with our data centers, especially in the cloud. So you are actually doing a great job here for the digital sovereignty from a European perspective. And as this is open source, not just for our digital sovereignty, but also for the rest of the world, everybody who is interested in an open and free and collaborative spirit in the use of our data processing assets. So thank you very much for contributing to this hackathon. And before we go into the awards, let me say a big congratulations to all of you, because your contribution is very, very important. It goes way beyond however many lines of code you contributed and you added here. So let me wholeheartedly thank you for that, congratulate you for that great effort. And let me pass the floor back. Miguel, is it to you?
Yeah, it is to me. If the connection allows me to speak, it's back to me. Thanks for the words, Thomas. Thank you very much indeed. The digital sovereignty aspect is something that we should stress in this event. And I pass it over to Josh. So Josh, over to you.
Yes, Diego said that this was meant as a party, but unfortunately didn't tell me that in advance, so I didn't bring any beer or wine, just some water. But it's indeed a bit festive, because I think the work that's been done was really great. It's been very exciting. But let me first say thank you to the European Commission and Thomas in particular, and of course Diego and Anna and everybody else on the team for supporting this. And this is, I mean, of course, there's the prize money and all the efforts that have been put in by people. It's also the pushing and the encouraging and the promotion of this, and the caring. It's really great to see that, as Thomas said, more cloud is better. What we do here makes a difference, and it's really great to see that the European Commission realizes this, is pushing for this, is supporting this. Of course, Nextcloud, was started to give people back control over their digital lives, and this is becoming more important every day because, well, digital becomes a bigger part of our life every day. So yeah, it's really awesome to see the European Commission supporting this. And of course, well, for everybody who worked on the project, amazing work. We will see it next when people talk a little bit about their work. But I really appreciate all the work that's been done and all the engagement and the enthusiasm people showed, the research they put in. It's really fantastic. So, thank you everyone for all the contributions.
Thanks, Josh. Thank you very much. And indeed, we hope that we continue supporting these events because we see the added value that we get from there. They are really awesome things, and we should continue doing them. Yes, now, Carl, from a mentor's perspective, what do you think? What do you have to say?
Thanks. Thanks everyone. I wanted want to keep it short. So I wanted to really to thank all the participants on the behalf of the Nextcloud developers for their contribution and working with us. It was quite great. As a Nextcloud developers, it's really nice to see other people working on building a tough Nextcloud, new functionalities and new applications. And I hope you really enjoyed working on your projects. And there was an hackathon if you have questions, technical questions, you can go on our community chat or forum. We try to answer them as best as we can.
Thanks, Carl. Okay, now we give the floor back to you guys. Let me see the list to know because we will go now for this short round of introductions of the different projects. And if I look at the list, then we have Joao with the EID Easy project. So Joao, the floor is yours. You have between 2-3 minutes. It's not an issue if you go a bit beyond that, but yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, I understand that Michelle will play our videos first, and then we will do a short overview of the project.
Okay, so you want the video now, and then you...
Sure.
Okay, so Michele?
Hello everyone, my name is João, I'm with EID Easy, and we are doing electronic signatures for Nextcloud. So we already had an app on Nextcloud that does electronic signatures, so it accepts qualified and advanced signatures from all over Europe. And what we did is we made the settings page a little bit simpler on the Nextcloud settings for our application, so admins can start collecting signatures more easily. So we hidden some of the advanced features, and if someone wants to collect a signature, they just have to click on signing after installing our app, request signatures, and then now the signing flow is handled by our new signing queue. You can have multiple signers there, and when you click on send to sign, an email gets sent, someone gets an email, and once they come here to sign, they can choose the different qualified methods and advanced methods. And once the document is signed, it gets placed back into Nextcloud. So now we have more methods available. People can start using our own signing queue to send documents to multiple people. And we hope that this will increase the adoption of qualified signatures in the context of government organizations using Nextcloud. So thank you so much to the organizers and to Nextcloud for the opportunity, and good luck to all the teams.
Yeah, so hi everyone, I'm João with EID Easy. Our goal with this project was really to increase the adoption of ADA's qualified signatures in the EU. We wanted to make them more available for all Nextcloud installations. And during this hackathon, we connected more methods. So now we have methods from France, Belgium, Germany. We already had methods that cover all of the EU with qualified methods. And we now have USB tokens. So if you have a qualified certificate or a USB token, you can use that within Nextcloud. We have a setup where documents don't need to leave your installation of Nextcloud. So if you're privacy conscious for public institutions, public sectors, and digital sovereignty. And we also have now a easier setup where we handle the signing queue. So yeah, that's EID Easy. We are a European solution for getting your documents signed, preserve data ownership, and be fully compatible with already existing EU qualified signing methods. Thanks to all the organizers, thanks to Nextcloud for hosting this hackathon.
Thanks, João. I move to the next one in the list. That's Pierre Ozu for Indie Hosters. Pierre, let us know if you want the video first or you want to talk first. Up to you.
Yeah, play the video, please.
Okay.
Hi, we are Indie Hosters, the team with Pierre and Hugo, and this is our presentation for NextGov Hackathon. So our magic solution we wanted to implement is based on Scheme. So it's a system for cross-domain identity management. And the idea is to synchronize users and groups from your identity provider to your different applications. So in our case, WorkAtChat Nextcloud in Discourse. And so during this hackathon, we developed a Nextcloud app, which is a Scheme service provider. So I will show you how it works right away by creating a user. So this is a test user at libre, and then verify it, save. And you will see then it appears directly right away inside Nextcloud. If I click on everyone, you can see this user is synchronized directly. And so this doesn't happen when you don't have our magic solution. And so I will also create another group. So test Nextcloud, let's say. So my group is created. I will put my test user inside this group. And this is magic. My test Nextcloud group is with this user. So that's it for us. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for organizing it, and see you next time. Bye-bye. Yes. So this is Pierre from Indie Hosters. And yeah, we were really happy to work with the European Commission and Nextcloud to work on this. So this is a pain point we have identified with our users. We use a single sign-on. And we guess that every public institution also have a kind of public, kind of a single sign-on. And so currently, when you create a user or a group inside your single sign-on, it's not replicated instantly inside your applications like Nextcloud. And so with this app, we hope to ease the use and adoption of Nextcloud inside the European Commission and the European public bodies. Thanks, everybody, and I give back the mic to use.
Thanks, Pierre. So let's move on. Then in the list we have Arne from the Maps team. Arne, go ahead.
Can we play?
Hey guys, this is Julian, and I'm going to show you a few features Arne Hamann developed for the Maps application. So first of all, I'm going to click on the Maps application, obviously, and now I see a map of Europe with a few trips, with a few tracks and a few pictures, and I could see my contacts as well, but I don't have any because this is a demo instance. But anyways, so I see all of my information displayed on this map. And what's new in this new feature is that under the menu My Maps, I see the default map, which is this, like everything, and I can reorganize all of those information, all of my content in new maps. So I can click on this plus and just create a new map. I already did that with this map called North Trip, which contains like this long track from north to Italy and one picture. So if you go on a vacation, for example, or if you're planning a vacation, this feature could help to organize your pictures, your tracks, and your contacts on, you know, this like reorganized little maps. But especially if it's a vacation with a few friends, or if you want to share it with your family, a sharing feature would be interesting, and of course that is implemented as well. So I can click on the three dots here and I click on share, and now I can type in, for example, Arne, and now this map, the North Trip, is shared with him, and in his map application, in his account, in his Nextcloud instance, he now can see the North Trip with all the information that I added. Also, Arne implemented and added the comment feature, so now I can just write a comment lol. Now I can just comment on the trips, and you know, it's just a comment feature. So that's basically it. Thank you for watching, and see you soon. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Arne, and I developed the collaborative maps feature. And I think Julian, a friend of mine, presented it nicely in the video. So all what's left for me here is to thank Julian for making the video, thank the European Commission and Nextcloud for organizing this hackathon, thanks the Comments app for providing the Comments app feature, which was not implemented by me, it was just introduced into the sidebar so that you can use it, and thank the Maps team for providing this nice code base I could base my project on. And with that, I would like to hand over the microphone to the next.
Thanks, Arne. Just curiosity, this North Trip is something you have done or you're planning to do?
I've not done it, but we'll see what the future will bring.
Thanks, Arne. Okay, I move on in the list. Now we have Ivo from the Muse team. So Ivo, the floor is yours.
Yes, Ivo. So I'm gonna. Hi, Ivo. Just 1 second. I'm gonna play the video, and you can try to unmute yourself and try to speak. So let me know if you can do that.
Yeah, let's see if this works.
All right.
So our project on the hackathon was to try.
If you can try to unmute again.
Yes, there we go.
Let's see if I play the video, then if you mute, you need to unmute you again, I guess.
Okay, there we go. So what we did on the right side, you can see the Trello board, and on the left side is deck. And these are both the same data. You can see that the actions I'm doing in deck are mirrored on Trello. So I just made a card, and now I'm going to change the title of the card. So all these things are automatically synced between Trello. So actually we're cheating here because the data at this moment is still stored just in Trello. And we tricked Deck into displaying that data. So we morphed the data from Trello into the data format that Deck was expecting. And that means we can do everything in there. We have the descriptions, as you can see, just added the description there. We can also do comments. So if we add a comment from Deck, you will see it go over to the Trello side. And this was a fun project to see if we could actually combine these two applications, to see if you could start a collaboration where each user could bring their own front end instead of just having the one. So I think that is my presentation. The card is now deleted again. So that's it for me. Thanks.
Thank you, Ivo. Next one is Johannes for the Passwords iOS project. So Johannes, please.
Hi, hi, I'm Johannes, the developer of Nextcloud Passwords for iOS. So going into this hackathon, I asked the following question. You want your self-hosted password manager to be as secure as possible, but at the same time you have to be careful with your configuration and so on. So I came up with a solution, and that solution is what I call the security check. And it will perform all the necessary steps for you. So I just want to give you a quick demo. I have a demo account here in the Nextcloud Passwords iOS app. And if you go into settings, there's a new section called security check. And you just hit run security check. Takes a second or two. And you get results. In this case, I set up a very bad account with a few issues, and we can look into the details what those issues are. Each issue offers you to fix it immediately if it can be done. So for this one, password hash length misconfigured, we can just hit fix and the problem is gone. Security improved. It's that easy. And the other ones we can just ignore for now. So I implemented the basic core and those 4 security checks during this hackathon. And during my research phase, I had a few ideas for about 10 additional checks. And I hope to release this as an actual feature in the coming few months. Thank you. Yeah, so just a few additional words maybe. The core idea is, if you think about a commercial password manager, everything is set up for you. But here with Nextcloud, of course, you have to be sure your certificates are configured correctly, your settings are set up all right. And this is exactly what I wanted to tackle here. And worked out pretty nice. I'm really happy. And that's pretty much all I have to say, except for thank you everybody for this great hackathon.
Thanks, Johannes. Next one in the list, Christian. He could not make it today, so we agreed. Maybe Joss, Carl, if you recall a little bit, what was the project about, and if you could maybe briefly describe it for the rest of the people.
Yeah, I will give a very short idea. So the idea that Christian came with was to develop a ability to sort pictures in the Photos app. So when you upload pictures in the Photos app right now, you can they're only sorted by name because Nextcloud does not read in the metadata, unfortunately. And so what Christian worked on was step one, to make that metadata that it would be read. And then next, he planned on also implementing this in the user interface. I think it's a really great idea. So yeah, I thought it did deserve attention, even though he couldn't make it here.
Thanks, Josh. Who's next? Then Floris for Value Deck. Floris, whenever you want.
Yes, start the video. Hi, welcome Counting Cards demo at NextGov 2022 Hackathon. I'm Floris van Geel. Together with Vasilis Kritakaris, we made a single pull request on deck, allowing you to count cards. No, this is not cheating the game, but actually enriching deck with the ability to add value to cards. The column will compute the sum of the cards. If you click on this number, it will show the mean or the average value of the whole row. Now, you and your team can collaborate on deals, candidates, issue severity, diamonds, or even teddy bears if you want. Simply add the emoji or font for it. You can change the prefix of what is counted in settings. It's at the bottom left by simply clicking the cogwheel. I hope that you enjoyed this presentation and merge our pull request. Thank you, Nextcloud and European Commission, for this wonderful hackathon. Yes, thank you. I love participating in hackathons. I started at the first one for me was with the Jitsi Meet, and this one with Nextcloud, in my opinion, was even better when you look at how people are collaborating, working, joining up. And I try usually to go to the edge and see how you can hack the hackathon. So sometimes that's joining multiple teams or just having fun around. And yeah, I really enjoyed this one, and I'm looking forward to the next ones in the future. Thank you.
Thanks, Floris. Indeed, it's a pleasure for us to have you every time we do a hackathon. You bring a lot of movement, energy. So for sure, in the next one, we would like to have you there as well. Yeah, and then last but not least, Shiva, the floor is yours.
Hello. Who's gonna play the video? Hello. Welcome to our NextGov 2022 Hackathon project. The main idea is really simple. We just add one field to a contact called Gov object pointing to the manager. I am Shiva Saavedra from the island of Cebu, Philippines. We worked on this project with Manuel Castro, Juan Manuel Valdez, Alba Real. The three are from Spain, and Vasilis Kitarakis from Greece. The project uses just one open source library that we're able to live update and show an organizational chart of the group of contacts. The library is great, very fast, dynamic, and intuitive in operations. Working as an HR, this is exactly what I need to fulfill the job that is fast and dynamically for the organization, as there is a lot of changes in staffing happening every week. So instead of manually updating the company organizational chart, this goes automatically when the new employee is added to our contacts group. The results are available as a single pull request for the code of the contacts app. Thank you, Nextcloud and European Commission for organizing this beautiful hackathon. We all had great fun participating. Again, thank you. All right, so it's me again, Shiva. So hello, everyone. So I'm Shiva from the island of Cebu, Philippines. So I'm representing the organizational chart of Employee Contacts Project. So my teammates and I are delighted at this opportunity. So thank you to everyone involved in organizing such an important event. So our team is a diverse group. So we have technical people and non-technical, Europeans and non-Europeans, men and women, trainees and experts who are all working and collaborating together. So sharing ideas and expertise to fully come up and integrate our vision, our idea, which is the organizational chart of employee contacts. I may be the only one in this group who doesn't know coding and all that stuff. However, working as an HR specialist, this project is exactly what we need to materialize. So, again, thank you, Nextcloud and European Commission for organizing this fun and engaging hackathon. So, have a nice day.
Thank you very much, Shima. And yeah, you mentioned, indeed, you don't need to be a coder to be part of the hackathon, because many times you need to start with the idea. So that's why we need people like you. And I also like the international aspect that you mentioned. I think it's a good point. So a pleasure to have you here. And thanks for your presentation, Shiva. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, looks like my connectivity is respecting me. So without further ado, I think it's the moment we were all waiting. The awards. Yes, we will start with the fifth, the fourth, the third, like this till the first prize. So Josh, Carl, I think Josh, you will be driving this, but maybe Carl will have some comments to add as well. So Josh, over to you, and yes.
Yes, I mean, I'm sure everybody who watched the videos, the introductions, is impressed. I mean, I don't know, I was really blown away by the ideas, the creativity, really seriously good stuff, people. There are definitely some of these that we will be using in Nextcloud. It was actually really hard to pick. Carl and myself, and others on the team, we went over it, and we had, I mean, we had a few things where we weren't really on the same page, because it's not so easy to pick. But in the end, I think it was really good stuff, really good ideas. Carl will later on say a few things of each of the projects. But I think, Carl, maybe you can also in general say a few words. I don't hear you, Carl. You're muted still.
You look like you're
I was
muted.
muted twice.
There we are.
Yeah, so in general, the code quality was really great of the project. So I read the PRs and the pull requests. It was nice to read, and
yeah, it was great. It was nice to see people interact also with our community. You know, talk to other developers, to the designers, get input. And for us, I mean, it was right in the middle of a release, as some of you might have noticed. We did Nextcloud 24, of course, last week. So I think we maybe didn't, interact as much with all the people as maybe we would have liked, because all the people in Nextcloud are, of course, busy with the release. But despite that, you all did an absolutely fantastic job. So yeah, it didn't make it to the winners, then please know that that does not mean you didn't do a really good job. The criteria are, of course, not just code. We try to look also a little bit at, like, does it fit with the theme of, like, government? Like we talked about this in the beginning, is it an existing app or not? All these things played a role, and it was really difficult for us to choose. But I think it's time to get to it. Let's start looking at number 5.
Yeah. You're muted, Josh.
Because of the video, I'll need to think. Okay, I was just saying number 5. So as I said, it was a difficult choice. But congratulations to the Trello deck translation bridge. This was really cool, really interesting idea, really impressive. Technically complex, but everybody's seen the video. It's working. I gave already some feedback, when we started working on it. On one hand, I find the use case a little bit odd, but then as you also mentioned in the video, you wanted to see if you could do it. And well, the answer was yes, which I think is really cool. So that definitely, deserves a prize. So congratulations, great work. Carl, maybe you can say, because you looked at the code actually. Maybe you can share some thoughts as well. You're muted again, by the way, Carl. But
yeah. The idea was interesting, and how it was implemented was also complex. Just already said, with the web workers to intercept the calls. It was an interesting concept. Apart from that, Scott was quite nice, and it was interesting.
It's complicated. I think one of the things you mentioned to me was it would be hard to merge it back into Deck. I know the team is talking to the Deck maintainer, and there might be parts that go into Deck, but this will be difficult, I think, to really, as it is, merge it into Deck. That's, I think, the hardest part. But again, this was a really interesting idea. So, floor is yours to the winner if you want to say something.
Well, thanks. It was a fun project to work on. As you said, it was more a question of would this even be possible? We weren't sure. It was like we have two front ends, and can we actually bridge those two together? I understand completely that this is not production ready. Everyone that saw the video, it is working. It's not production code. Do not use it. But yeah, it's fun, and I think it does help us a lot to find what kind of differences there are between Trello and Deck. Makes it easy to do proof of concepts between the two, and it should speed up, I think, the development and improvement of Deck to get it feature complete and on par with Trello, which is nice. I think that's important, an important step. So thanks.
Well, again, thank you. It was really cool. I don't know. I love sometimes that people in open sources do things just because they can. Use cases be damned. It's a lot of really interesting things in Nextcloud. I can tell you, really features that if you know Nextcloud, these are very core features. External storage, for example, they were developed in a fairly similar way, but just somebody who came in and was like, but I don't want to use the storage on my server. I have another server with storage. Why can I not use that? And then just go and build something. And I'm sure it wasn't production ready on day one, but today there are big companies using these things, and everybody can't even imagine it without such features. So who knows what the future is of Deck and Trello and the integration you built. So again, thanks a lot and awesome work. So I think it's time for number 4. So number 4, this was, as I said, all the choices were hard, and this one initially I was a little bit skeptical, like what's the use case of this? But then, well, you've all seen the video. I'm sure nobody doubts about it. This is counting cards, and I don't know, when I saw the results of it, I was like, wow, that's actually really cool. Because I thought, how often do you need to count cards? But actually, counting teddy bears, counting deals, all kinds of stuff. This was implemented in a really nice way, much more generic than I had expected. So really, congratulations. This was just super cool. Seriously, this was. I was impressed by how generic this was. Again, as I said, So, Carl, maybe you have a few words you want to share.
I have a few words. I looked at the implementation, and in terms of code, it was nice. It was not a big thing, but it was implemented in a nice way, so that it's not something really big to merge later on. So I hope that we will soon see it merged into the product. And this was like a really good thing that it can be merged back so that users can use that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's really important. This is one of these features where, yeah, this is something I think that is hopefully relatively easy to review and merge and get in. And then, users will have counting in deck for years to come. Flores, I think, see if you can say something.
Yes, let me first say that I'm really happy and really happy that worked together with the Vasilis on this. And actually, we were already done by Thursday with the code and with the features and the presentations and the movies. So with that in mind, we could help and join up with other teams. That was really fun. And yeah, I'm really happy and thank you.
Awesome. Hey, yeah, really cool. Miguel?
No, I was going to clap, but I click on the wrong button. So go ahead, Josh.
All right. Yeah, then I think it is time for number 3.
You're muted, Josh.
Oh, and I was just so enthusiastically saying who the winner was, but that's the skim provider, real-time SSO. Really cool. I think this is first of all, it's a nice concept. I think there are a couple of other, of course, authentication apps already, but we at NextCloud are also using KeyCloud. It's super popular. It's used a lot. So I thought this integration is really helpful, I think, for a lot of people. Which I think is a big plus. And that was from my side reason to say, hey, this is going to impact a lot of people on a technical level. And I think also government, right? That seemed a very good fit for that use case. So yeah, number 3, congratulations, Carl. Do you have something to add?
I was like mostly impressed that it worked so well, and that some people would be insane enough to look at the user backend stuff inside Nextcloud and work with that. So really nice work.
Yeah, awesome. So winners, congratulations.
And yeah, I forgot to mention actually that, and I could add it in the presentation also, but so it's also for user deletion. So this is a good GDPR feature. Mm-hmm. And but yeah, thanks for everybody. Thanks for Nextcloud and the European Commission.
Wow, we get a bonus feature in the closing. That's nice. All right, really cool. Well, then that was number 3. We're getting to number 2. Mute. And then, so congratulations. This one is for the integration of a hierarchy in the contacts app. Yeah, to see like the organization chart in the contacts app. That's just so cool. I mean, seriously, this is wonderful idea, great execution. I think our HR team will also be super happy with this because it's just, everybody just adds the contact details, puts in their manager, and suddenly you don't need to manage a whole extra spreadsheet. And I don't even know how it's done. I've seen like pictures of our org chart. I don't know what application it's being managed in, but whatever it is, you can get rid of it. Really wonderful. Thank you. Wonderful work. Carl?
I have nothing much more to say. Other than like the code was like really clean. Like it's adding new field in the contact book to add the managers, and then the implementation itself like was impressed that it was so simple, but at the same time, what we didn't think about adding that before. So really good work.
Yeah, exactly. If a developer says, "Why didn't we think of it before?" then you did perfect, right? So Shiva, go take the floor. It's
Okay.
yours.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. So this is such a splendid news. So we are deeply honored to be part of Hackathon 2022 and be a winner. So it is really amazing that our idea is being recognized, and you see the potential it would bring to companies and businesses when this is fully developed and implemented. So again, this would not be possible without the help of our digital superheroes. So not all superheroes wear capes, so most often they are behind the computers and are called software developers, programmers, and designers. So thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah, fantastic. Seriously, this was really cool. Congratulations. And then it's time for number one. I'll not keep you all waiting. This one is for Arne and the work on the collaborative maps application. I see my connection go red just when I bring the news. Sorry for that, but this, I don't know. I'm just super enthusiastic about this one personally. Just amazing, just so cool and really well done. I quickly run out of words. I think the idea is great. Yeah, it's something I will personally use, and I think a lot of people will. There's just so many use cases you can't even begin. You know, like I live in Berlin. I love Berlin. When I have guests, I'm always telling them, oh, you're here for 1 day or 2 days only. You need to walk this route, and then they go to these so that you see all the highlights, right? And also the slightly less well-known places. I can now just put it in the map, and I can share the map with them with a public link. They don't even need an account on my Nextcloud. Wow. I have favorite restaurants, which I am sure I will make a list of like cool restaurants, share it with my colleagues in the office in Berlin. And then if we have other colleagues coming, we can just, share that list with them, and then we have restaurants. I mean, company meetings we can use it for. We can use it for holidays indeed. It's just so cool and so completely implemented with like I'm not a developer, but I did scroll a bit through the code and I saw documentation, I saw tests, and then like the comments and the whole sharing. It's, dude, awesome. Seriously, congratulations. Carl, I know I
Yeah,
already talked about that.
like Joss, I will personally use that. I'm already planning to vacation in November with some friends, and I'm already using CoSpend, that's the Nextcloud application, to manage the money, and the application will complement that nicely for our trip. And in terms of on the technical side, I didn't review it completely. Like it's a really big pull request, but what I saw already was really nice. And yeah, good work.
Fantastic, congratulations, Arne.
Yeah, I'm super happy about this. Kind of, yes, it's good. I would like to say that I also surprised. I don't know. I think there was quite many and really good projects. And yeah, so would again like to thank also the other from the Maps team and also the Nextcloud team for providing like this good code and documentation I could start working on. And yeah, it was fun. Thank you.
Yeah, it was really fantastic. Very happy with the quality of all the contributions and all the work. I know some people did not win. That's nature. We had more projects and prizes, of course, but it was really difficult to choose because there are really several that did something really cool, and I would have loved to just have 7, 8 prizes, but that's you have to put the line somewhere. Um, yeah, congratulations again, everyone. Thank you. Welcome to Nextcloud. I hope you also had a good experience. I have the impression you did, and that's really good. That makes me happy as well. I hope some of you will stay around and keep contributing and making a difference in this wonderful community. And, you know, let's all make together, give people a bit more control over the data. Back to you, Miguel.
Yeah, thank you, Just. Well, I agree with you. I think it was a tough call. I think at some point, as you said, we had to draw the line, and then in those cases, you had to decide on additional factors to that like the topic of this hackathon. So, but anyway, congratulations to all of you. And by the way, you will get some souvenirs from us. Don't forget about that. You will get some goodies, which are very practical and nice. So I hope you enjoy them. And I saw Thomas raising the hand, but maybe he was trying to clap also like me. I don't know, Thomas.
Yes, I was trying to clap, but I also wanted to raise my hand at the very end, just to say congratulations to the winners, and a huge thank you for everybody who helped to make this happen. So thanks to Jos, Carl, all the great people at Nextcloud who were helping with the thing, and my colleagues here who organized the whole hackathon. And last but not least, let me say again, thanks to you. And what we can do from a commission perspective is we can create a space, but you need to fill it, and you need to bring your energy and your passion and your enthusiasm to the table here. And thanks to all of you for that. And I agree, actually, I think it was a really tough call. And so if you're not under on the winners, well, you may not be on the top 5 here on this ranking, but you definitely are a winner for this. Thanks to all of you for that. Thank you.
Thanks, Thomas. Very nice words. Yeah. So again, another chapter, another hackathon on our list. Is not the last one. We will come back. I don't know when, but again, I love them. The more we do them, the more I like them. The more we see the value. I hope you also have fun in this event. So yeah, what else can I say? Thank you again. I hope you enjoy it, and let's keep in touch. More things will come in the future. So thank you again. Nice dog, by the way, Shiva. Josh also have another one that was popping up in the calls. So anyway, great event. Thank you very much, and see you in the next one. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.